Mike, I was trying to think that he might have been the worst misused guy there. Do you think so?
Man, it's so funny. Me and my buddy were talking about this the other day. It was so funny. He's like, "Why did Mike Awesome not get the push that Billy Kidman got?" And I said, "You know what? You know what? That's so crazy. Obviously, you're not there at this point. This is like this is Russo era, but I always thought that I'm like, wow, imagine Mike Awesome against Hogan, like that would be believable. People would have been kind of into it because, like, okay, Mike is big, obviously 6'6".
Yeah.
Hogan and him would be eye to eye. Kidman had no shot. There was like, oh come on, like everybody was like, come on, why is Kidman? But Mike Awesome, if he feuded with Hogan, I think people would have loved it. I think that would have worked.
Yeah, and you could have even done something about, weren't they related somehow?
Yeah, right. Horace Hogan was I think through Mike Awesome, is it Mike Awesome's sister or something? Like he was cousins with Horace Hogan. That's so kind of in a convoluted way was kind of related to Hulk, but not really.
The thing is, Horace is Hogan's nephew.
Yes, yes.
So he's Horace's cousin. He's got to be Hulk's cousin, unless it's through marriage.
That's what I heard. It was through marriage, so it's kind of like they'd see each other at parties and stuff, but they really, you know what I mean, at family parties, not necessarily related. Yeah,
Feel they could have done something with that. You know what I mean?
yeah. And I know Hulk liked him. Hulk would always talk him up.
Yeah.
That's funny that you mentioned it because my buddy was saying that the other day. I said, I don't know. I know Hogan made that comment about Kidman, and they were like, "Oh, now you got to smooth it over and work with the guy because you said he couldn't sell out a flea market." But and I remember Mike Awesome powerbombed Hogan through a table. I thought like, okay, here we go. This is going to be the big Mike Awesome Hogan feud to give Awesome a push. And then all of a sudden, he became a fat chick thriller and that '70s guy, and that was kind of the end of him.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I know you love that gimmick, the fat chick thriller. I know you love that. He used to come out with the fat women.
I, I, I was with Mike on about 3 tours in Japan, and he was over there, and he could do anything, but he was very believable, and I would have really loved to see him work with Hulk because I think
Yeah.
Hulk could have dialed it up too.
Yeah, would have had a nice little buzz because remember he was the ECW champion and he
Right.
had left ECW as champion and he beat up Nash his first night in. So he had a good buzz about him too. And just look at him physically, you're like, okay, this guy's imposing and he's athletic as hell. Could have been something better.
Yeah. I mean, uh, you know, people knock the dives from the ring, but Mike, when Mike did it, he'd go over the top rope. I mean, he was really athletic.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.